guys, Omar Duby. Welcome back to my channel. And yes, I'm uploading twice this week. I'm not gonna make a habit of it. I may do it a few times. On my channel, I usually talk about issues that are regarding LGBT plus conversations, but a lot of people don't realize that in my day-to-day life, I don't really have conversations about a lot of LGBT things. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm a huge, massive, complete and utter nerd. I love video games. I love cartoons. I love anime. I like books. I like comics. I am such a massive nerd. And by the way, yes, once again, I am in my underwear. Yes, I think I'm just gonna make this like a normal thing just to show myself in my underwear. So basically what I'm gonna do is something called the nerd tag. This yellow looks good on me. Okay, PacSun coming through with the clothes, you know. It's about what, 26 questions? But without further ado, let me just dive right in. Number one, Kirk or Picard. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. I have watched Star Trek in the past. I was more of a Voyager fan than anything else. But if I had to choose Kirk or Picard, I'd probably choose Picard from Next Generation because I watched the Next Generation on G4 when G4 existed. I didn't really watch like the old Star Trek when I was younger, so I'm more of a Picard man myself. But I also really like Voyager too. I can't really remember that much from Voyager, but Voyager was pretty good. Number two, would you be a warrior, thief, or wizard? Of course I'd be a wizard. I'm not physically fit enough to be a warrior. I am not skilled or have the ability to be inconspicuous enough to be a thief. I don't want to be a wizard. I mean, come on. I grew up watching Harry Potter and like I loved magic when I was younger. So I mean, wizards for the win. Number three, your favorite subject in school. I had a pathway in high school that was kind of similar to like college. So I took graphic design classes and like film classes and TV classes. I kind of do enjoy math a little bit. I mean, it's challenging. I would always pretend to be bad at math, but I was also pretty good at it. Number four, what will your Patronus be? Funny thing, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I've read the first 4 to 5 books and I've seen most of the movies, but I've never been a huge Harry Potter fan. What I can recall is your Patronus is like this like spirit creature that you summon to protect you when the Dementors come and attack you. I think my Patronus would possibly be, ooh, a panther. Ooh, a panther. That'd be sexy. Sexy ass Patronus. Number 5, what's your favorite superhero? Everyone who knows me know it's Batman. I have a Batman tattoo. You guys may not know that. I actually have top 5 superheroes. Number 1 is Batman. Number 2 is Raven from the Teen Titans. Number 3 is Storm from X-Men. Number 4 is Spider-Man. And the 5th one, and he is so underrated, it's ridiculous. But my 5th favorite superhero is Spawn. He's more like an anti-hero, but Spawn is so underrated. He's awesome, good and black, and undead. Number 6, Star Trek or Star Wars? Honestly, not a huge fan of both of them. I actually didn't see all of the Star Wars in completion until I was like 19. I was just not a huge Star Wars fan, honestly. I do like the original episode 4 through 6. I hated episode 1 through 3. I think they were trash, they were awful, they were boring, the acting was awkward. I would tell you, if you do want to watch the new Star Wars, probably watch them while you're drunk or high. I've owned more Star Wars like memorabilia. Like I used to love the Star Wars Battlefront games. I'd rather watch Star Wars over Star Trek, honestly. I did enjoy Star Wars episode 7. I haven't seen Rogue One yet. I'm gonna probably see it when it hits Redbox or something like that. Number 7, Marvel or DC? Now this may come as a shocker, but I am a DC fanboy. I watched more DC shows. I read more DC comics when I was younger, and it had more of an effect on me than Marvel. Not saying that I hate Marvel. I love the X-Men. The X-Men is probably my favorite Marvel superhero series out of anything. I'm not a huge fan of the Avengers. DC is like my shit. I adore DC. Batman, Teen Titans, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, the Justice League. All of that was like my childhood, so I'm a huge DC fanboy. Number 8, what unsports related way do you keep in shape? I don't. Actually, I'm gonna start working out very soon. I'm gonna start going to the gym about 5 times a week and just do a little bit of lifting. I don't want to get huge. I just kind of want to add on a little bit of muscle. My metabolism is like slowing down and I'm starting to pick up some weight. Boy, about to get sexy on a motherfucker. Number 9, what is your dream career choice? Now, I went to school for media, television, film. I prefer to be an editor. I've always loved editing. I know it's a lot of work, it's a lot of long hours, and editors get paid very fucking well, but it's a lot of work and it's a lot of time away from your family. If I do want to be a movie editor or a video editor, that's actually one of the reasons why I actually did YouTube, so I wouldn't get rusty on my editing, because I like to edit. But when I was younger, and I still kind of want to do this, I kind of wanted to be a bit of a video game designer. I love video games. We'll be getting to that in a few seconds. I am obsessed with video games. I love video games. I still play video games. My PS4 is lit, motherfucker. I just am not good with coding and like the computer engineering side of it. I kind of want to still do it, but probably do more of the story and kind of creating that and like writing. I'm also a really good writer. Like I'm a very, very good writer in terms of story and script writing. I'm actually working on like a project that I've been working on for like years. I either want to turn it into like a video game series or turn it into like an animated series, so no one really knows that. It's still in its like infancy, but I've been working on it for like maybe like 7-8 years, since I was like in high school. Number 10, favorite video game. My favorite video game of all time is not super popular. It didn't do well commercially. It was this beautiful hidden diamond that came out, I want to say in 2003, and it was an amazing title, and it didn't sell well at all. It is called Beyond Good and Evil. If you've ever heard of that game, please just leave me a comment saying how great that game is. That game is phenomenal. The main character is this woman named Jade. She's actually racially ambiguous, which is what I liked about her. And it's something that in 2003 wasn't necessarily seen a lot, having a racially ambiguous female protagonist. The game was funny, it was dramatic, it was awesome about political corruption, and it had these undertones of like supernatural elements to it. It is so good. Go buy it, go play it. It is so good. It is my favorite video game of all time. Whew. A little bit of a sidebar. Video games saved my life when I was younger. I've told you guys I had a bit of a tumultuous childhood and a very, very unstable childhood, and video games for me were my stability. It was my escape. It was my stress reliever when I felt like the world was caving in on me. There's a cathartic element to playing video games for me. That's why I'm such a huge gamer now. Video games are very, very important to me, and I'm a huge video game nerd. I used to own all the main systems. Now I only own a PS4, maybe a Nintendo Switch eventually, but you don't know. Number 11, who's your favorite author? I don't have a favorite author, but this author, I enjoy her books a lot, and it's Gillian Flynn. I believe she wrote Gone Girl, Dark Places, Sharp Objects, and she had like a small like short story. Her books are like lit. Like, if you have not read Gone Girl, it is so good. Go pick it up. It's like $10 for like a paper copy. Number 12, favorite indie band. They're not really indie, but I love The Neighborhood. They're like a mix of alternative rock and alternative hip hop. I love both of their albums. Their second album, what I want to say, is called Wiped Out. So good, so good. Listen to it. The song like The Beach, great. R.I.P. to my youth. Crybaby, please like listen to The Neighborhood. They are lit. Number 13, what is the nerdiest thing about yourself? I tend to like research really like odd facts about like really nerdy things. I know the full working history of Mortal Kombat. I know the history of like Sailor Moon. I know the history of Dragon Ball Z, and just these weird things that no one would know about, I know about. Even when I was younger, I used to write mini theses about Dragon Ball Z characters. I wrote a mini thesis about Majin Buu and Vegeta. I'm so weird. I'm so sorry. Number 14, the nerdiest movie in your collection. I don't have any nerdy movies in my collection, even though I'm a big movie buff. I think the nerdiest movie I have seen, it was like the arcade video game documentary. I used to watch that a lot, about this guy who would just kind of go in and put quarters in and try to beat Donkey Kong and try to be like the #1 Donkey Kong player in like the world or something. I can't remember. It's been a few years since I've seen it. I don't really remember it that much now, but it's probably the nerdiest movie I've seen. Number 15, PlayStation, Xbox, or Wii. I grew up being a Nintendo kid. I had a SNES. I think I may pick up Nintendo Switch probably by the end of the year. Just depends on how I'm doing with money. As of now, I'm a Sony fanboy through and through. Number 16, what is the biggest word you know? My mind always goes to onomatopoeia. And I have a great vocabulary, but that's the only thing I can think of right now is onomatopoeia. Number 17, greatest nerd accomplishment. I played Super Smash Bros. Melee. The time that I gave that game up, I think I logged in about 1,300 hours into that game. That is my best nerd accomplishment. 18, biggest nerd role model. I mean, he's pretentious as fuck, but I guess Donald Glover. I feel like DeRay McKesson would be a nerd. I have a feeling he like loves like anime and video games and like comic books, and he just happens to be one of my biggest inspirations as a black gay man. Number 19, what fictional character did you fantasize about as a kid? Oh God. Number 1 was Zuko from like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Zuko was so fine, so cute, and so angry. Teen Gohan in the Buu Saga, he was just so like nerdy and he had that spiky hair and he was fine. With him and Videl, they were so cute. I loved Videl. Videl was that bitch. Jean Starwind from Outlaw Star, which is Outlaw Star is my favorite anime of all time. I love Outlaw Star. That wispy hair and those scars and those tattoos and that like tan skin. I mean, he could get it. The biggest crush. Oh God, this is so embarrassing, but like Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, he just had that bad boy like thing going on. He's also 15, so. Number 20, jocks, friends, or foes. Jocks have been friends to me most of the time. I just was not a jock myself. I'm not a sporty kid at all, but jocks were cool with me. They didn't really give me a hard time. Number 21, old school big games or modern 3D graphics. I'm gonna go to modern 3D graphics, even though there's something so nostalgic about 8-bit games. I have to go with 3D modern graphics. They look stunning today. Nerdiest pickup line. I just have a thing about Melina saying she'll suck you dry and spit out your bones. I don't know. Number 23, the nerdiest article of clothing you've ever owned. The nerdiest thing I own is what's on my body. I have a Kingdom Hearts tattoo and a Batman tattoo. I've literally made friends because I have a Keyblade right here. Number 24, do you have a random useless talent? And what is it? I can grow facial hair. People say that my facial hair is hot, that people want to sit on my face all the damn time. Number 25, do you read the book before seeing the movie? It depends. Like with the Hunger Games series, I read all the books before I saw all the movies, but it doesn't necessarily matter. Sometimes I watch the movie and read the book afterwards. Like with the movie, The Girl on the Train, I watched the movie first and I'm about to go read the book soon. And the final question, if you have any superpower, what would it be? I think it's teleporting. I mean, it would save me on travel, it would save me on gas, at work. I would love to teleport like Nightcrawler, or have telekinesis. Is it just me, or was I like one of the only kids who tried to do a lot of nerdy things? Like I tried to do a Kamehameha wave. I tried to do the whole like flight thing that when Gohan taught Videl how to fly, I tried to do that to see if I could fly. I did the fucking fusion dance, almost fused myself with a refrigerator. I even did moon prism power makeup, hoping I have this magical girl transformation, but I didn't. So that, guys, is the nerd tag. I tag you guys to do this. I know some people who follow me are I kind of want to do more nerdy content on my channel. A lot of my conversations kind of stem around video games and movies and TV shows and a lot of like random stuff because I am such a fucking geek. Make sure to follow my social media links below. It is Snapchat, Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. Make sure to click subscribe and make sure to give this video a nice thumbs up. And also click the bell so you can get notifications for my videos every Thursday, sometimes Sunday, you never know. That is it, you guys. I will see you guys next Thursday with a brand new video with whatever I'm gonna plan out. And thank you guys so much for giving me 800 subscribers. I am now probably around 820. I'm getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. And once I hit that 1,000 subscribers, I will do a beautiful, nice, funny, and special Q&A. I love you guys. Hope to see you guys next week. And until then, it's Omar. Stay happy, stay positive, and I'm out. Bye, guys. But there's certain men in this community who will not talk to me, who will not date me, who will not give me the time of day because I'm a person of color. It's disheartening and it's